Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to take a closer look at the first Tifa and Yuffie Nier crossover banner and share with you my opinion on it. Tifa first, and with this crossover we have new outfits with a command ability, and Tifa deals 2000% non-elemental physical damage and also applies 40% exploit weakness for a minute, and you can use it twice per battle. And then there are abilities, and the top one increases physical and magic defense by 20%, and the bottom one is Omni Arcanum with 30% damage increase to all elements as well as 15% HP. So I think without a question this is now Tifa's best outfit, because not only she has Arcanum for all elements with HP and defenses, but now she can also self-apply exploit weakness. And yes, Tifa has Daffodil Glove, but she also has now Adventurer Glove with Enfeeble and +1 tier to all buffs. And with this outfit, Tifa is a powerhouse and has quite literally everything. And now Tifa's weapon, and it has very high physical attack, increased physical attack with 62 points and 42 physical ability potency, so this will be an amazing stat stick or secondary weapon when not used in the main slot. Exegil boost slot, and the command ability deals 1340% physical non-elemental damage and applies physical damage bonus to Tifa with 40% of damage dealt for a minute, and when Tifa is above 50% HP it also increases physical attack for allies with high potency. And at OB6 it already deals 1080% damage, and damage bonus is 35% for 45 seconds, and physical attack buff is the same high potency per cast. So with OB6 you have 5% less bonus damage, and both buffs have 15% shorter duration. And overall I think this can be a very nice secondary weapon for Tifa. She already has exploit weakness on the outfit, so here she gets a buff and can also increase physical attack. So you could say, yes, we have so many ways to increase physical attack, but depending on a battle, you might not have physical attack buffs on your team, or you might have a weapon that might be better to bring instead of physical attack buffs. And with this weapon, you don't have to try and squeeze that buff in. And you might not need to use it in every battle, but I think sometimes it might be better to use this over the AC glove. And now Yuffie's outfit, and it deals 2000% non-elemental physical damage and applies 50% earth weakness on enemies that don't resist the element. And you can use it twice per battle. And as for the abilities, it has attack for allies with 15 points, so from this outfit alone you get 7% damage increase for your whole team, and you can further boost it with other weapons. And then the bottom ability is the same as Tifa's, so 30% Omni Arcanum with 15% HP increase. And Yuffie's outfit is a lot more situational than Tifa's, but weapons that can apply elemental weakness are so rare and limited that it is very rare to see one. Also, Yuffie is an earth god with both physical and especially magic earth weapons, and even multiple earth arcanum outfits, so I think this is a very good outfit for her. And now Yuffie's weapon, and it has very balanced attack stats. It also has increased 62 generic attack and standard 42 ability potency, and with how balanced this weapon is, it can be a very good stat stick for either physical or magic builds. It also has Circle Surge boost slot, and the command ability deals 1340% physical non-elemental damage and applies Enfeeble for 60 seconds, lowers physical attack with high potency, and if Yuffie is above 70% HP, she also lowers earth resistance with high potency. And at OB6 it also deals already 1080% damage, and Enfeeble with debuffs have only 15 seconds shorter duration, but all debuffs are already high potency per cast. And so with this set, Yuffie can be an even better Earth God, because she can make most bosses that don't resist Earth, weak to Earth, and effectively make those battles Earth battles. Because she can lower Earth resistance and also play Enfeeble and still has a main slot for a main physical or magic DPS weapon. And I think it really is an amazing ability compression with a massive DPS boost. Really an amazing secondary weapon. And also, since it's a new month, we have a new featured ultimate weapon, and this one's for Aerith, or rather Aerith's second ultimate weapon. And it has decent stats, although they are a bit lowered. And now our abilities, and the top one is HP Arcanum for allies with 45 points, and it boosts HP for everyone in your team by 20%. And the lower our ability is Reprieve Arcanum for allies, and that's essentially Reprieve for the whole team. And that's quite crazy because there are still some characters without Reprieve outfits, and with this ultimate weapon you won't need it anymore. And the command ability also deals 1000% combined damage and lowers all debuffs on all enemies with mid potency. So it should debuff any debuff by 2 tiers up to -4 because it caps at extra high. And it also applies haste for 20 seconds and you can use it twice per battle. And I think this is an insanely good ultimate weapon because you not only get team reprieve with HP boost, but also this command ability. If you were to bring a materia that lowers elemental resistance, you only get low potency debuff, but follow up with this ultimate weapon and it will become high potency debuff, along with all other applied debuffs. So now you can make elemental breach materia very viable. So yeah, this banner is clearly for the escalation, which by the way is very hard without this banner. And if you didn't pull, your best option is to use another weapon to add elemental weakness and just go with that element. But it won't be anywhere as good as using Yuffie with Tifa and Aerith's ultimate weapon. And I'm also suspecting that Yuffie and Tifa might be perfect for the upcoming battle ranking, because in year 3 they make all rankings non-elemental unless you can apply elemental weakness. So I'm expecting it might most likely be the case as well. But those weapons and gear offer insane ability compression. Yuffie is amazing for any Earth battle now, or to make it an Earth battle. And Tifa already was the most versatile DPS in the game, but now is even better, because there is nothing she can't do. It's really great for them. But yes, this Nier crossover just introduced yet another power creep with new outfits having the C ability, but also now we have 2 outfit sub-slots, and here you really are rewarded for having all outfits or punished for skipping them. And I also see those C ability outfits very similar to banner ultimate weapons. They have a very good C ability and are limited to 2 users per battle. And it's great to have them, and they will always be useful, but it will hurt you if you skip them. Also, this Aerith ultimate weapon is the first one of this new second set of ultimate weapons that we'll keep getting, and unfortunately is still the same old system. You need to spend 9,000 crystals worth in banner pulls if you don't get lucky and it doesn't drop for you. And of course the old Aerith macro gems are useless here, as this one has new macro gems and there is no way to even exchange old Aerith gems for those new ones, which is a shame in my opinion, because all those character specific macro gems are completely useless now. However, with how good this ultimate weapon is, I also see it as a power creep. And to be honest, I am a bit surprised that we got yet another very strong power creep just barely 2 months after that huge power creep that we got during the 2nd year anniversary. But yeah, it's obvious that this is an amazing banner, and to be honest, all year 3 banners are amazing and offer insane ability compression, so it always hurts to skip them, especially when everything pretty much is limited now. And it makes it also worse that Applebot reduced our monthly crystals, so now we are getting 12,000 less crystals per month compared to what we used to get for almost 2 years. But I'm skipping this banner since I never pulled for Tifa or Yuffie and I have quite literally nothing for them. And now with those outfits and sub-outfit slots, they really want you to have a vast outfit collection on each character to be able to keep up. And also, by the way, in the notice regarding CWA outfits, they said that on December 24th, they are planning to add CWAs to past gear to ensure that every character has access to at least one CWA outfit. So as great as having all outfits with a CWA would be, I rather expect that bare minimum of them adding a CWA to just one outfit per character, not multiple and especially not all outfits. However, keep that in mind that we'll still get crossover banners for Aerith, Cloud and Sephiroth, the young Sephiroth, and I'm not sure, but it doesn't really look like we'll get a free event outfit either. And after the crossover, we still should get something for Barret and Zack before this year ends, and I kind of suspect one of those banners could be a limit break banner, maybe for Barret. We'll see, but if you're going to pull, best of luck on your pulls, and in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.